Hello and welcome back to the Nerd Fusion podcast. This is episode 28 for Monday, October 26th, 2015.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween.
Oh my gosh.
This is our podcast before the Halloween.
Yay. And we just finished up 6 hours of Horror Month cooperative casting.
That was ridiculous.
We are all so giddy right now, I think.
Yep.
We're so excited.
We're kind of like... We're exhausted, but also like coming off an adrenaline rush.
That game, we
cool
just
down.
played a game called Nightmare, and it was so ridiculous.
If you've never heard of this game, you need to like.
It's ridiculously ridiculous. Yeah.
Search on YouTube for it. It's
a board game that you have to
It's
watch
fun.
a video while you play,
Yeah,
and the video.
hilarious.
It's
Dan. I feel like you should put the VOD of that on YouTube.
Yeah,
Of
I
us
definitely
playing
will.
Yeah.
I'll
we might
make
put it on our
recording.
channel.
It's an
On
hour-long
the
game.
Nerd Fusion channel.
but it's so good.
Oh,
The
that's
whole
a good idea.
thing.
We could put it on the Nerd
Yeah, we'll
Fusion
put it out there.
or both.
It's there were so many points in it that were just fantastic moments.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the whole game. It started off a little slow, but then it picked up.
We
Yeah.
kind of figured it out. If we
Yeah.
knew how fast we should have been going at the beginning, we would have beat that no problem.
Yeah, that's what
I
they're
think so,
counting
yeah.
on.
But the game paced itself very well.
Yeah. He amped it up as we went.
Yeah, and you notice like the
gatekeeper.
music sped up as you played the game.
Uh-huh.
And
It got
everything.
more intense. His makeup got
Yeah.
more intense. I mean, it's campy as all get out, but it was actually well done.
Yeah.
I'm surprised actually at how well that game was done.
Yeah, I loved it.
And it's like it's got its own kind of like screw you kind of balance to it, which I don't know. I was impressed. I liked it.
You bought it. I thought it was fantastic. Yeah, like a few of those moments. One was the first kind of crazy moment was when I had to keep my eyes open for like 2 minutes.
Oh,
like I was just
my
not
God.
expecting
Okay.
that level of troll in the game.
It was
Yeah.
ridiculous.
And he was basically like, okay, you who, I think it was just the lowest or highest number or something. He's like, stare into my eyes. And I'm like, all right. And I didn't get the preparatory blinks in there.
Yep.
Like I thought, just stare into his eyes. And he's like, now don't shut him until I fade off the screen. And then his image just pauses.
It stays there.
Like he's not moving. He obviously did not hold his eyes open that long.
Yeah.
It
So,
just
yeah,
paused.
for the benefit of people that are too lazy to look it up, basically the board game is played like originally it was a VHS. So you like put the tape in the VCR and the game goes for an hour. So there's a board, it's a board game, but there's this dude called the Gatekeeper who's on the VHS and he pops up randomly and like trolls you, tells you to do stuff, that kind of thing. And that was one of them, is him challenging Sevenus to a staring contest. It was amazing.
It was ridiculous. It was unfair. I call BS on that. And then right after, all my keys just go away.
He just took all his keys.
He took all my keys.
Like we spent, at that point, like 50 minutes trying to get all the keys, and then it's only an hour long, and then boom, all his are gone. And
Just
then
like instantly.
And then Sev tried to steal. This is totally spoilers for anyone who's like wants to watch us play the game.
That's
by the
true.
way.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
Anyway, it was a ton of fun. So yeah, so that was that, and we also did a lot of cooking. I cooked a bacon pumpkin chili. How was that, guys?
I enjoyed it.
I mean,
thought it was good.
I made it, so I'm biased. So
It was good. I didn't really taste any pumpkin in it.
that's
Yeah.
probably good.
It's definitely
you
good
put in
because
a
I
lot
don't
less
really
pumpkin
like.
than you're supposed to, I think.
I don't really
Yeah.
like pumpkin, so
And a
that's
lot
why it
less
was good
pumpkin
for me.
spice as well.
Yeah, that was a good
I toned
balance.
it
I
down.
liked it.
I got the bacon ends in pieces, so there's chunks of
I never had
bacon.
big hunks of bacon like that in a chili, and it was really good.
It's so perfect.
Yeah, you
a lot
bite
of
down
times,
this big hunk of just bacon. It's just
Yeah.
like, yes.
and like I fried it up and crisped up the bacon chunks first, and chat was just going crazy. Like,
Yeah.
oh, such bacon. And it's so funny to me because I've been on Twitch for like 3 years now. I've never cooked bacon live before. That was the first.
Now you guys started cooking early today, and then like I just made one thing, and then we just
I
didn't-
ate
we didn't
like
do
I
anything.
just ate all the
Yeah,
food.
we
You
just
guys were I was the smart one. I was sitting in the background being the audio engineer.
But you guys were
just
cooking
snacking on
for a
stuff.
solid 3 hours
Yeah,
today, which I think they liked the
Yeah.
show.
we had like 12,000 the whole time.
Holy cow! Really?
Are you serious?
We had 13,000.
Wow.
all the way up through the board game.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think that means we have to do a Thanksgiving feast cast. I think, or maybe it doesn't have to be on Thanksgiving. You guys are gonna go home, but maybe the week before we do like a Thanksgiving dinner and play some board games too.
That'd
Home
be
is so
fun.
far away that I just don't go home. For
I know it's
Thanksgiving.
all the way
Is that what you
across.
do?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I'll
I
be
don't.
here for
Christmas,
Thanksgiving.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving's just super far.
Yeah, it'd be fun to do like a Thanksgiving cast for both of us.
Yeah, we
Little
could
bit
do a
early.
holidays one too.
Deck the hall.
We could put up the Christmas tree
Oh
during
my,
the
well,
Thanksgiving
no, the
one.
holiday tree, not the Christmas tree.
The holiday non-denominational tree of
Yes.
non-religious value.
Exactly.
You just rattled that off like nothing. You just had that ready to go. Oh my god.
He was ready for that, yo. You know,
You
sometimes
gotta, you know, he's
was
been streaming for 6 or 7 years, right? You practice, all right?
that's right.
Know your demographic. I'm gonna put on the sombrero because we have a sombrero just right here, and it is asking to be worn. Now, when you reference me in today's podcast, please reference me as El Waffalo.
El Wafero.
El Waffalo.
Oh, I tweeted a bunch of pictures of stuff today. Twitter.com/BaconDonutTV.
Wow, that plug.
I
I
tweeted a
know.
picture of the zombie meatloaf that Sevenus made, and the mice and the ghosts that Dan made when they were in the fridge.
Mm-hmm.
The first bowl of chili. I tweeted a pic of that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. It feels so fun. It's so good to be finally doing all this group stuff. Horror Month has been exhausting, especially for Dan, but it's been so much fun. I've really
It
enjoyed
is. I start Amnesia tomorrow.
Oh,
Oh my
God. I couldn't make it through that. I got an hour in. I was like, no, I'm done. I'm done.
It can't be that bad.
I
I played
really-
Cry of Fear.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I really don't like when I can't fight against the monsters. I'm taking my hat off.
Well, that is going to be a problem. For
So
sure.
I love Dead Space because I had a weapon, I could kill them and everything, right? But in
Yeah.
Amnesia, it's all about hiding and being sneaky and stuff. I couldn't do it. It just was too creepy for me.
Amplifies the fear effect.
Yeah, and the
a lot.
atmosphere was just like ridiculous. So no, I can't do that. Thank you. I even have trouble watching people play that game. It's just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Then again, that guy scared me. Like actually scared me today.
He
Stop.
was really freaky, and he got like a female background
yeah,
of
they
him
put like
halfway
a
through.
girl voice like underneath his
Yeah,
voice.
it was really freaky.
Started all
creepy.
normal. The later you get in the game, the more creepy he gets.
So this week we had our first run at fulfillment of water bottles.
Oh my gosh,
Oh
that
my
was
gosh.
ridiculous.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh,
we
fun,
put
yeah.
400 water bottles up for sale on a broadcast on Saturday, and wow,
We sold out in like 20 minutes.
and we sold out super fast. Now it's not that we sold out; it's that they were all added to carts within
Yeah.
that long.
Yeah.
And then we had to,
So
obviously, as
some-
carts get released,
some
then
opened up as
they
the carts
more and more opened up through
expired.
the night. But we sold out. We completely sold out of all of them. And I don't know about you guys, I was not expecting to sell out
I didn't know they'd sell that quickly.
that fast.
I thought that if we had a really good night, we'd sell them all before the end of the stream. They were gone.
They were just
Like,
we yeah.
I had no idea that
We
so
were
many
we were
people
packing
would
up
want water
boxes at like 7:40, and he's like, or 9:40, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Hey guys, this box is from 7:46," and we're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
cool." 20 minutes later, he's like, "Hey guys, this one was purchased at 7:48." It's like, wait,
Yeah,
20 minutes for 2 minutes? Like what?
Yeah,
That's
it was
nuts.
it was freaky. Like I thought, as an order rolled in, we were gonna play a game, and we get the notification. We would do that order, and then
wouldn't-
we would
yeah.
there would be downtime.
Yeah,
Nope.
New week.
It
it
was
was
just
it was
constant.
literally just a sweatshop stream. It was ridiculous.
Constant chaos.
Next time we'll be playing the game. We'll have a team of people in the background doing the orders.
Interns,
I don't know
unpaid.
about that, but
We'll see.
oh my god, yeah, it was. Thank you, first of all, if you ordered a bottle.
Yeah.
If you didn't order a bottle, there will be opportunities to get it
You know
in the
what's
next
funny?
couple
I mean,
weeks.
clearly there's demand, so we're gonna get.
There
more
is
of them.
apparently demand for these things.
The best thing is when we record these podcasts, we look at each other, Seb's like, "Thank you," and like looks at you.
Thank
It's
you.
like he's thanking me personally. This is nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I
it's all,
feel,
you
I
know,
feel so good.
it's all
You're
you.
welcome, Seb.
Yeah, no problem. Oh boy, I don't even honestly right now. After that 6 hours of just ridiculosity of a cast, my mind is just like blown out.
That this was so much different than what I normally do when I'm streaming. That this reminds me of how tired I used to be after streams when I was new at streaming. You know what I mean? Like when you're first into it, it's way more exhausting than you expect it to be. Just being on camera and talking the whole time, you come off and you're like, wow, I was playing a game. Why am I this tired? You know, but you kind of get used to that because after a while you're doing that. But this was different enough that it's right back to that. Like here we are. Like,
Your mind
sitting
is
on this
mush.
couch, my mind is mush.
Like I remember when I was driving over here, because it's a long drive and you guys are crazy.
Oh yeah.
When I was driving over here, I was like, okay, I got this podcast topic and this topic and this topic, and right now I'm like, what the heck were those topics? Like I don't remember any of it. Oh gosh, I know we have a killer email, but besides that, it's like, what was I gonna talk about again? I don't remember. Just because this has just been so crazy, especially the game. Ending with that was awesome.
yeah.
We didn't even get to pumpkin carving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just
Like-
took so much time to cook.
There's no way we could have done that too.
We're all mentally just right now.
Yeah, I think it's just a mental.
We need to do that. I mean, I don't know when we're gonna do it, and I don't know how long pumpkins last. But we have 4
Like a
pumpkins
good,
now.
like a good week. Yeah.
I mean, I think we can do it we can do it probably on Halloween or something like that. Ooh, on Halloween.
Yeah, we could do like a.
Little interlude between games or something.
Yeah, I'll be streaming like all day on Halloween, and that's the day we'll be giving away the PC.
Yeah, we will be giving away that
baby.
PC.
That's gonna be huge.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty sweet. I'm pretty excited for it.
Man.
It's a massive PC.
Have you, like the point stuff is all rolling and everything?
Yeah, it's all done, taken care of, and yeah, people are getting
You
points.
want to, I mean, because I'm sure there's some people listening right now that are like, so how do I get in on this? You might want to recap how that works.
Well, like people that are just watching the streams and chatting, like earn points every hour. Just by basically just if you're watching Horror Month and participating on any channel that's doing it, you're earning points, and every point is one equal chance to win the PC that will be given away. It's a custom PC by Puget Systems. They're a local computer manufacturer here.
Do we ever talk about that on the podcast? Going to visit them?
I don't think we did.
Nope.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I thought we
I think we did talk about it.
and
actually.
we will finish that video and show it before the end of Horror Month.
Oh yeah,
hopefully.
that video. Yeah, we got to get that done.
Waffle will finish that up for us.
I made a. I mean, yeah. I mean, what?
Yeah, eventually.
We should show it at least once.
Yeah.
We'll do it once. Yeah, I don't know. This last week has been just so crazy, setting up
Yeah.
the shop and everything else going on.
Yeah, we've spent a lot of work in the studio setting up sets. Furniture's arriving tomorrow for the podcast set. So
In theory, this will be
fingers
our
crossed.
last
Yeah.
audio-only podcast. In theory. Now, this is
Yeah.
just a theory.
There's still time for things to go wrong. But
Yes.
theoretically, furniture will arrive tomorrow. We've already started hanging the set pieces on the wall, which
looks awesome.
I really like what we came up
And
with.
we've tweeted some sneak peeks of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although I am kind of gonna miss us being able to just sit here like we're all naked right now, like
Yeah.
you know,
Right, yeah.
people
And
can't
just in
see
one
us.
massive pile of flesh. And
We're in the
passion.
sauna. I'm
Yeah.
actually surprised these microphones can hold up to this kind of steam.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say.
I mean, the plastic bags are helping, but
Did I ever tell you guys that sauna story when I was a kid that I don't go into saunas anymore because of it?
Why?
no, I don't think so.
Okay, so I was at the university.
Okay.
Red flag number one. I
How
was
old
a
were you?
kid at the university. So my dad
How old were you?
worked at the university there. I was like 6.
Okay. So
Like
very young.
this is an impressionable age.
Yeah.
If something went awry, we have problems. So I was in there and I was, it was a lap pool. So I was there. I think I was actually there for swim practice or something like that, like actual lessons. And afterwards, my parents weren't there to pick me up yet. And so what I would do is I would like hang out with my friends in the sauna. Like we would just go in and just be like, oh, I can't breathe, lol, what's going on?
That is fun.
Well, I mean, saunas are just like,
Yeah.
they're very,
If you're not used to it, it can really take your breath away.
oh, snap. So it was this big room. It was probably as big as the room we're in. Not that people can see that. But there was like a tile room. And I remember it wasn't like a rock sauna. It was like an industrial sauna. where it would just spray steam. But there was a cup, and whenever it would stop spraying steam, you had to go out, fill it with water, and then pour it into this little like funnel basically that was in the wall. Okay. So you had to pour it into the funnel into the wall, and then a few minutes later it would be hot and it would steam out, and you would get more steam.
Yeah.
And I clearly remember this. Like, this is stained in my photographic memory of me walking in one day, pushing the thing open. It's full of steam already. Pushing the thing open, walking in to the point where I could see where that funnel was, and seeing two college guys there. And one of them was holding the other one upside down with his dick in the funnel, and he was peeing into it.
What?
They didn't pee into a cup and then pour it in.
Wait.
No. He was holding him upside down because it was near the ceiling.
No.
And he was peeing into the funnel.
No.
Why?
That would do
There is no way.
Why the fuck?
It was the most disgusting. I ran out. I was like, I am never stepping. And to this day, I've never been in a sauna again.
Mostly most saunas have like coals and you like ladle water on
Yeah,
it. Like,
yeah.
it's
No,
nice
but this
and
is like an
everything.
industrial
That
thing.
sounds
Oh my
like the
God.
weirdest fetish.
I think they were just college kids fucking around. I
Okay,
would
I
never
don't
do
care
that in
how
college.
much of a bro you are or how good friends you are. You don't like see each other naked that often, do you? You don't do stuff like that.
They still had swim trunks on, but he had just pulled it
That's just, it's still
because
weird.
he was upside down. I guess you're pulling it
That's
up.
still weird.
Like,
Okay.
yeah, he was peeing upside down.
You think
into
you're
the
really
sauna.
good friends with someone? Take him to like a spa where you can't wear any clothes. You'll see how good friends of you are.
Dude, this is awkward.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. God, my childhood.
There was like
fucked
friendship,
up.
and then I've seen your dick friendship. It's total different levels too.
Yeah. Well,
So-
I mean,
This house is just all around.
it's not
you know.
gay unless they touch for like 7 seconds.
It's like I think 7 seconds is the rule.
Something like
Second
that.
rule.
But yeah, he was basically holding him upside down so that he'd have enough height for his pee to go into the thing. It was just so weird, and I ran out, and I was just basically stunned at that point. And just the picture of it's in my mind. Like, that picture of what I saw is just burned in there. I'm surprised I haven't had like nightmare.
Does
I'm
anyone
surprised I
else
haven't
have
had to see a
like
psychiatrist.
scarring moments like that as kids?
I'm trying to think.
Surely everybody's had a moment.
I'm trying to think of
I
some sort of.
vividly remember walking into a bathroom that had one of those like open trough urinals with and there's just like old man Peter everywhere, and it's like it was not okay.
I'm in a scary forest.
Yeah.
Nope.
And they're all like looking at me when I walk in the door. I just turn around and ran.
God.
Like for that, like after that, I became super avoidant of public restrooms. Like, I would not use public. Like, I would cause myself physical pain holding it in because I didn't want to go to a public bathroom and chance seeing old man Peter again.
I think my body now is sort of just automatically does that.
Right.
Like,
it
I
just
can
shuts
be
down
on
production when you're
Yeah, I can be
away.
like going from like flying from here to New York City or wherever I'm going, and I just will not have to use the bathroom until I get there, and then I'm like, damn, I gotta pee.
I've done
like when I get to
woke
my hotel
up
room.
after sleeping, did a 14-hour Warhammer stream, and when I got off, I was like, I haven't peed in like 30 hours. There's something ridiculous. Like, I haven't peed in like a day and a half. Like, what's going on? Like, holy shit.
Oh my God, you're probably like dehydrated as to hell.
I don't know. I didn't even have to go still. I was just like realizing.
Kidneys
Like,
will stop functioning.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, that was probably, I've had a lot of scarring stories as a kid, but that was probably the most. And all of them are my fault. Like, I walked into I walked into that problem.
right.
Well, I mean,
Right.
like, they were causing the
I
problem.
mean,
It's
they
not your
caused the
fault.
problem,
Yeah.
but it's not like I was
Right place, wrong
somebody
time.
else. Yeah. Well, wrong. Yeah. Right place. No, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, you're one of the sauna.
I don't know. Did you have any Terrifying
traumatizing kid.
child
moments.
experiences?
You ever walk into your parents having?
Oh God, I've never done
No.
that.
No, I have had that, but that wasn't traumatizing.
You did that?
No, I mean, I've asked my parents why they're making noise at night. Like, that
Sure, yeah.
question. Are you hurting mommy at night? She's screaming or something.
Right. Yeah.
That's so awkward.
But one terrifying image that's burned in my head was like, I like slipped in a pool and I was like submerged underwater for like a good minute. Just like for some reason I can't remember. I was really young and I couldn't get back up. I felt like I was gonna die. Like I could see legs coming at me under the water. It was my mom's legs to get me.
Oh,
Yeah. Like,
That's really weird.
I'm terrified of pools.
That reminds me of one. I had a lot of ear problems and surgeries when I was a kid, and so I had this douchebag of a doctor that told me as a little kid, I'm probably 9, right? Like as a little kid, this doctor was like, I need to scare him into taking proper care of his ears. So he told me that if I got water in my ears, it would drain into my brain and I would die.
oh my god.
What a
As a
terrifying
doctor?
Is that
thing
when
to tell
you
a
had the tubes?
kid.
Yeah, I had
So-
tubes.
I
I
had
had tubes in my
So
ears.
you have tubes if your ear canal is too small, and the tubes make it big enough until it becomes large
Until it
enough, and then they
drains.
fall off or whatever.
It allows if there's built up fluid, they cut a
Yeah.
hole in your eardrum, put a tube in there so that the built up fluid can drain out.
Yeah.
And then the eardrum naturally repairs itself and pushes the tube out when it's
Yeah.
done.
I had that 3 times.
Yeah.
It's pretty standard.
So that doctor told me that I would die if I was taking a shower or went to the pool and got water in there. And so instant fear of water, right? So for most of my childhood, if I was in a pool or near a pool and someone splashed at me, I would freak out, assuming that death was imminent. Thanks to this
My
doctor.
God.
So one day I'm at a friend's house. I had a friend who he had a farm out in the country, and I used to spend weekends out there and stuff. Spent a lot of time out there and went camping and whatever. So we're swimming in his creek. He knew about my phobia and was always very careful or whatever. But we're in the creek, and I can barely swim, because of that. But I was I was kind of right on the edge of the depth, I was right to where if I had to move suddenly, it would be a problem, but I was still above water. All of a sudden, from the other side of the creek, a water moccasin snake
Oh, dude, fuck that.
drops out of the trees on the other side into the water. And water moccasins can swim on top of the water. They do their snaky back and forth action and swim right across the water. And it's coming right at us with its mouth open, clearly coming at us. It's a poisonous snake.
Oh my god.
And my friend was like, nope. And he just swam out, ran out. I was up on the shore, no problem. I can't freaking swim. I'm afraid of the water getting my ears and dying. And I'm afraid of this poisonous snake that is coming right at my face.
Oh my god.
And I managed to get out before it got to me. But it was close, and it was literally the most terrifying thing of my entire
Holy
life. I
crap.
probably wet myself. I don't even remember. I was maybe 11 at that point.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was the purest form of terror I'd ever felt. Probably since.
I feel like I haven't had that many
On
scary
your fear
moments.
card, did you put water?
No, because that's a childhood thing. I don't mind water now. I can go swimming. It's not a big.
What are your biggest fears? Sev,
Because I
you're-
realized that doctor was full of crap.
Yeah.
And and
So he's
I'm
afraid
not.
of shitty doctors. Aren't we all?
Yeah,
Sev
yeah.
is afraid of sharks, all right? That's the biggest.
Well,
Why are you
sharks
afraid
can
of sharks?
actually hurt you though.
No, I have a rational fear of sharks.
Why?
It's not like I think a shark is in the swimming pool, which is what kids think, right? It's not
Maybe.
like an irrational fear. It's if I'm going into the ocean, I'm going into their home, not my home. It's a rational fear where if a shark is going to bite you, you're going to get bitten. There's no choice. It's something you can't control.
Sure.
So
But there's a lot of things in the ocean, and even normal life, you can't control.
I mean, it's true. I got stung by a man-o-war, but those aren't going to kill me. Well, they probably could.
I thought those actually were really poisonous.
They are.
Don't those
I have a scar from it,
God?
but I was able to take it off fast enough that it didn't bother me. But yeah, I think I have a very rational and realistic fear of sharks.
I have a very irrational fear of darkness. I guess
Really?
I think it's irrational, but
So if I were just at the studio, if I just turned off all the lights,
And you're all the way in the back corner.
yeah, I'm not a fan.
Like, there's nobody else in there.
So we cut.
That would be even worse.
So like we cut the power and
Let's not do that.
And like it's pitch
if it
black
was just
in
me in the studio and the power randomly shut off, I would shit myself.
Are you serious?
I would shit myself.
there. Really?
Yeah, there's
What?
No, there's
You
no
probably
windows.
shouldn't have told us that.
I'm really.
Oh, come to think of it, I won that game. I won that game because the nightmare card wasn't mine. The one that I drew said darkness.
Darkness.
Yeah.
It was
It's
his.
just you don't know what's there. You just don't
You do know what's there.
No, you don't. When it's dark, you can't see shit. You can't see what's in your closet at night. You can't. There might be a fucking Babadook in there or something. You have no idea.
You do know.
No, you
Because
don't.
you checked it when it was light.
No. What
As
if?
soon as you turn the light off, it changes.
Well, okay.
You did say it was irrational. So.
Yeah, that's what I said. I have this irrational thing. My mind just is too active, and I guess would you even call it creative? Maybe where it just thinks.
Do you just like hear things in the dark too?
Yes.
Like whenever the darkness comes, you're like,
And I
boom,
see
ears.
stuff too. Like I'll see like a shadow move, and I'm like, what the fuck was? And I was, oh, nothing. Like, of course. That's serious. I hate it. It scares the shit out of me. When I was young, traumatizing moment. Here we go. I just realized this. When I was young,
It's coming back. He's
okay,
repressed
this is why
it.
I'm scared of it. I was in my house. No one else is home. It's me and my brother. And my brother, who's older, so obviously, has to bully me.
are you about to blame your brother?
Yes.
Oh my
He
God.
took me downstairs to the basement. Thought it would be fun to play sheriff and whatever it was, sheriff and like a bank robber or something. I was the bank robber. So he like handcuffed me to this pole right in the basement and then said, "Good luck with the monster down here," and ran upstairs. And then shut all the lights off, and I was stuck down there for 2 hours.
That-
Handcuffed
that's
to a
traumatizing.
pole. And I freaked the hell out.
Now you didn't think, okay, 5 minutes, the monster hasn't killed me, it's probably not here.
I think I passed out because I was so scared. Because I remember waking up after a while, and then it was still dark, and I was like freaking out, and I had no idea how long it's been. Then shortly after, my mom came down and helped
So this
me.
is all your brother's fault.
I would blame my brother. Yeah, it was. Oh my god, that was like the scariest thing ever.
That's some lifetime fuck up shit. Like you're gonna be fucked for the rest of your life
yeah.
about darkness.
Do you sleep with a nightlight?
No, I don't.
Do you have any light? You have to have a light source
If-
in your...
I usually have the TV on. Yeah. I'll have something playing like Netflix or something, which is awful because one night I fell asleep and it auto-played a fucking scary movie and I wake up to a fucking scary movie
yes,
in the
that's
middle of the night.
amazing.
Oh my fucking god, that was awful. Why would they do that to you?
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
There should be like a no autoplay scary movie mode because I would always have that enabled.
Stuff like that's happened to me thanks to the Twitch hosting stuff. Because I'll
That's
like,
hap- yeah.
because I fall asleep with someone's stream on, and I like for falling asleep. If I'm falling asleep to a Twitch stream, I always pick somebody chill. So like Dan or like Richard Hammer or like any of these casters that are late at night that are just kind of like mellow or Lethal Frag, people like that. Chill casters. They kind of have an even tone about them, and so it works well for me drifting off. But then they'll go host somebody. And then that'll be like, it'll end up being like explosions and loud and they're screaming and whatever. And then I'll suddenly like wake, what's going on?
Yeah.
That's happened to me a bunch.
What's your traumatizing?
Uh,
Have you just never had a traumatizing?
I said mine on the pool thing.
I guess the pool thing.
I
yeah.
can't swim. I don't like water. Water terrifies me.
So like sharks terrify you because they're in the water?
No.
Because that's their home.
I know that statistically getting attacked by a shark is like really rare. Like,
Sure. No, I definitely agree that it's rare.
but like when you're in the water, then the statistics don't matter.
That's right.
Like if I'm in the woods, I'm gonna be afraid of being attacked by bears, even though there's chances that's low.
So I've hung out around bears because of all like the backpacking and stuff I've done. So they don't matter as much to me. They're still kind of like freaky. Like, especially out here. Now, I haven't gone backpacking out here yet, and out here there's like grizzly bears. So back home it's just black bears, and they're easy because they're little pussies. Here it's like man bears, like they're freaking real. Like if you don't put your food in a bear bag and hang it in a massive tree far away, you're screwed.
I'm also terrified of ghosts. I don't believe in
Of
ghosts.
what ghosts?
I don't believe in ghosts, but I'm terrified when it's dark in an old house.
You think there's ghosts? So you don't believe in them, but you
I can hear
irrationally
stuff.
think of them.
Like sometimes you hear stuff or see something in the corner of your eye, or you hear a voice, or a noise that your mind turns into a voice. Because your mind can make stuff be what you want it to be.
That used to happen to me a lot when I was younger. Like not so much anymore, but like, but yeah, when I was younger, and especially like if I was scared, feeling anxious or whatever, like I would literally like hear, a sound.
Do you like watching those ghost TV shows,
Yeah,
like Ghost Hunters?
Like the movie Paranormal Activity.
But see, fears
Terrifies me.
When you have fears, like there can be a complete separation between your terror and your logical mind. Like I think I've mentioned this before on the podcast, but I know a girl who has an irrational fear of sharks coming out of the toilet to bite her, right? And she completely understands.
That sounds like April.
It's not April.
Okay.
She knows that there is not a shark in the sewer that's going to come up out of the drain of her toilet and bite her. Logically, she understands that. That doesn't stop her from being scared to death every time she sits down on the toilet.
She should be scared. In America alone, there's over 100 cases a year of rats coming up through your toilet.
Yeah, but she's not afraid of rats. She's afraid of sharks.
The fact, I'll bet she would be afraid if a rat did come up while she's sitting on it.
Well, yeah.
I mean, I guess I'm not scared of that, but I know it could
the point that I'm making
happen.
is that she understands that
Yeah,
it's irrational.
I get what you mean.
So like Dan being afraid of ghosts and at the same time not believing in them is that that's legitimate.
Yeah.
You can be afraid of stuff even.
What would you do if you were sitting there taking a dump
I would shit myself.
and
A
a
rat
rat
comes-
I would
comes?
shit
Because
on
it
the rat.
happens.
God.
It happens over 100 times a year, apparently, in the U.S. And like you can see, there's videos of rats actually doing it.
No, I'm cool with
I
not
wouldn't
watching
have
that.
breath that long.
Sewer rats, like.
Jesus.
Yeah. So, I mean, what would you do?
I would shit myself, but
Would
I'm
you
already
close
doing
the
that.
lid?
Yeah.
Like,
well,
like,
I don't know.
So it pops out and, or I don't know what would it do? Like, would it touch you,
Could
or
you hear it coming through the pipe?
like your balls are dangling?
oh
there?
God, can we not?
Or
I'd
What's
probably
that
look.
movie? There's
I'd
some.
probably look
Shaw.
down and be like, "What did I eat?" You know?
No,
I
but
can't
this is
remember what
That is shit a
what
rat.
movie. There's some movie where there's a scene where like the guy he's like, I need to go to the bathroom or whatever. So there's the outhouse. Just be careful. Don't lean back too far because your balls will swing under the seat and there's black widows in there. That's a scene from a movie. I can't remember what the
Oh
scene
my
is.
god.
It's gonna drive me crazy. I'm sure somebody knows.
the first
what
time I
movie
went to
that is.
summer camp, which had outhouses. I was in like Boy Scout camp. Here we go. Talking about not pooping or not taking a bathroom in public. I didn't shit for a week. And when I got
God.
home, I was like so just like backed up and everything. Like I was like on the toilet for an hour and stuff. But I was so scared to just use the bathroom because of like the bugs around the outhouse. Like I'd just go pee in the woods, but pooping was a different story. Yeah, what I used to do actually, it was my freshman year of college, or no, it was right before that. It was my senior year of high school that I found out about the rat thing. And every night for like at least a year, every time I'd use the bathroom, I would close the top of the seat and put a cinder block on it.
Oh my God.
So that nothing would come out into the house. Just in case, just in case.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't stop a rat though. It would chew through this.
You know what? Peace of mind. That's all that was. It was just peace of mind.
We got any emails this week?
We did. We actually have a pretty amazing email. You can email us podcast@nerdfusion.tv if you have any stories or questions or you've had sewer rat experiences.
Oh,
God, I
God.
hope none of you have.
Oh, geez. Don't send us to them because Sev's not gonna read.
What
them.
is your biggest? It's a good question. Like, what are your fears? That's a
Yeah, the
good
biggest
podcast
fear.
question. What are your fears, or what things have traumatized you in the past that are just like irrational? You guys remember this email from last week? Hello, Waffle and Company. I'm a female, but can you refer to me as Colin?
Yeah.
Remember this email?
I remember it. Yep.
Okay.
3 months ago, I ended a 4-year relationship due to my boyfriend cheating on me. Started my second oh, good Lord.
Good God.
Sorry.
Started second year in school, and a boy in my class told me last year that although we weren't speaking daily, he was watching me to make sure I was okay. It was the boy that basically helped her through all this stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember
the one
that.
with girl with twins.
Since I broke up with my boyfriend, the boy in my class had been my main support system, and she had twins, yes.
Yeah, I
and
remember
that was the big
That was
twist.
like the what?
Yeah.
That was the big
I
twist.
Yeah.
really enjoyed that email. So this is a follow up to that.
Yeah.
This is a follow-up.
Awesome.
Oh wow, I'm so curious.
Are we ready? I don't even
I don't even know if
I
I'm
don't
ready.
know.
Read it.
Okay.
All right. Feel free to call me Blake or BJ, seeing as I DJ.
Oh shit.
Oh, dear God.
If
Okay.
you
All right, BJ.
want to make anything less cool, put the word DJ in front of
BJ.
it.
Hello, crew. I was listening to your podcast last week and I spit my water across the room when you read the email from the female Colin. I am that boy she is talking about.
There's no way.
And I confronted her about it while we were watching The Lion King doing some university work while the twins were sleeping.
Are you effing kidding?
That's
me?
amazing.
What?
What the fuck?
First off, great choice of movie.
I
King's
agree.
a classic.
Like, the fact that this email exists right now is blowing my
This is
mind.
blowing my mind.
They
Okay,
both
wait.
watch the
If they both listen to the podcast, why would she put such a like?
Okay,
She
here it
like
is.
she would know that he
Here
would
it is.
hear that. Okay, wow.
It started with asking her about what she watches on the internet in her spare time, and she simply replied Twitch. So I asked, does she watch the Nerd Fusion podcast? And she stared at me in shock that I knew who you were. Wow.
I don't even. The chance that two like random people watch us, then again being related, and then
Yeah.
talking on our show, like
And it being that the fucking the
but-
email
yeah,
that we
that
focused
The
on
amount of
last
the
week.
emails
Yeah.
that we get, and we just happened to read hers.
Well, hers I wanted definitely was gonna read, but like the fact that that email we focused on, and the guy was listening. Okay, the whole thing is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
The internet really makes the
Yeah.
world a small place.
So I asked, does she watch the Nerd Fusion podcast? She stared at me in shock that I knew who you were. She nodded, and I told her that I like her.
oh my gosh.
So basically,
And we
he's-
take the relationship as slow or fast as she wants to. She looked at her hands, blushing before nodding, and in a total cliche moment, can you feel the love tonight started playing? Shut up! This is not real! Shut up!
This real
Can't
life.
be
Shut
real.
up.
No.
We're watching The Lion King.
What?
Watching Lion King. Can you feel the love starts playing? And they held hands. No,
That's
fucking
not- no.
way.
If there was a fucking movie, it wouldn't even be that good. Like it's not
Can't-
possible.
You can't make this stuff.
This is ridiculously awesome. That's what
Wow.
this is. Okay, so
So-
by the way, recap. Our advice to her was just, he's into you.
Yeah.
Right. Our guess, based on what she said, was that he was into her, and that he would have seen all the flags and like ran the freak the
Yeah.
other way if he didn't want to deal with her situation, he would already been
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
And therefore he's into her, and and is being very patient, and we kind of said go for it and be very clear about what your needs are, and that kind of thing.
All right, so here it
And
is.
so he basically said, yeah, they're right, I'm into you.
Yeah, basically, yeah. All right, so there's more to this.
Oh,
She
gosh.
nodded and I told her that I like her. We take the relationship as slow or fast as she wants to. She looked at her hands, blushing before nodding. Can you feel the love tonight? Started playing, and we held hands, going in for the kiss. Before the youngest twin started crying.
I was gonna say that's when the baby cries.
Breaking the moment, and we both laughed at the timing. Oh,
Oh my
that
gosh.
asshole.
Cock blocked by a
Wow.
toddler.
Wow.
It's almost like a dog running over and like in your
Damn.
face right there.
That
Yep.
is
God.
insane.
Long story short, we're together.
Aww.
And the most contact we've had is hand holding, and that's all she's comfortable with, and I'm not going to pressure her for anything. Also, hi Colin, saying hi to her. Your hand is soft and your girls are the cutest thing ever. Waffle, in Colin's words, you are sex on legs, and I'm going to get a slap for saying that, but YOLO.
I'll take it.
Sex on legs.
Okay, this guy is a hero.
Yeah.
Wow.
Can you guys see why I really wanted to do the podcast?
That's freaking amazing.
Yeah, I was like...
I will let you know after this podcast, I'm going to go watch a scary movie for the first time in my entire life in a movie theater. And
that'd be fun.
I'm already ready to shit my pants.
Which one? Paranormal Activity?
Crimson Peak.
Oh, never.
I heard it's pretty fucking scary.
Well, by your standards, it probably is.
Probably. Well, anything's fucking scary by my standards. But I'm happy I'm doing this podcast now because that email was fucking great.
That was unbelievably amazing. Like,
Yeah.
what are the odds?
There's no, the odds aren't even calculable.
What are the odds
That's
of
not
that?
possible.
Like, yeah, we have a lot of awesome people that listen to this podcast, and they give us great ratings on iTunes. But
yeah.
the odds that, like, she didn't even tell him about the podcast, and she hadn't confronted him yet, and he figured out that she was talking about him, and he made
Well,
a
to be
move.
honest, it's pretty specific. Like,
Okay, I guess that's true. But, like,
Not
all
hard to
these
figure that
things had to line up. And the fucking song came on when they're holding hands and
Yeah.
all this
This
stuff.
is a movie. Like,
It's
script.
this
Yeah,
is
okay.
movie material right
Yeah.
now. We have just given, like, this is like,
Some Hollywood screenwriters
Yeah.
listening to this.
This
take
is
notes
Oscar material.
Ooh, that's
furiously.
good. I'm gonna use that.
this is Oscar material right here, and we would love
who would
to
we
star.
cast in
We would
this
love to
movie?
star in this movie.
Yeah.
Person.
I think they should take a photo of them with the twins and send it in. I would like to see
not
that.
bad. Yeah.
Holding hands.
Yeah, and yeah, dude. I mean, he sounds like he's just going at her pace, which is
What an
you know,
awesome
which is
guy.
good.
He's taking his
And
time. He's cool about the
yeah.
twins. This is so
she's got a winner. He's got a winner. Maybe they'll make winner
say
winner
wiener?
chicken dinner. I don't know.
she's got a wiener?
A winner.
Oh,
I think she has a
that was
wiener.
about to really
Well,
complicate
she
things.
might, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's the next email.
I found out she had a dick.
Oh God.
Oh, God.
All right.
Been there, done that, right?
Good Lord. All right. So I didn't have like the doc made up yet for this time. I just had that one starred, as in we have to do this. Okay. So let's see. As I go through this, oh God, there's all these great titles that are just amazing. Now, I should say there's a lot of relationship advice questions now that we've basically hit
gosh.
a bunch of these out of the park. You know, I feel like move over. What's her name on
Step
late
off,
night
dear
radio?
Abby.
Yeah.
Stop off.
We don't
Take
need no
that.
Cosmo no more. We just got
Yeah,
us.
we
I
got
read
this
Cosmo
right
the other
here.
day, by the way. I
You
I
bought
got
a
a
Cosmo?
yeah. It was talking about penis size.
Oh,
I'm on the small scale,
Okay.
but they said it's not the size that matters; it's how you use it. And there's a big article on how to use your man's penis better.
oh, yikes.
So now I can tell him what to do.
Okay, so, oh gosh, okay, that's not a question that we definitely don't want to answer. So here's some more advice. Oh goodness, we got to give the advice. Like these titles are amazing. Mirror, mirror, on the wall, Sev's donger is the biggest of them all. I mean, yeah, I would agree with that.
It's science. I mean, you can't.
Now that I got your attention, I wanted to know a few hot spots and fun places you guys have been to since moving to Seattle. In February, I'm flying out to Seattle from Wisconsin to celebrate my 24th birthday with my best friend who is stationed in Tacoma. I will be in Seattle for 4 to 5 days. I want to see and do other fun stuff. Any exciting things?
Okay.
Thanks,
well,
Andrew.
No problem, Sev.
Oh, yeah, lol.
Lol.
If you're coming from Tacoma towards Seattle, there's a little town called Squamish. I probably said that wrong.
It's Suquamish.
Are you talking about
Suquamish.
here?
Suquamish.
Yeah, Squamish.
It's
yeah,
the Suquamish Falls you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Squamish Falls.
Yeah.
It's like, so you're going to basically go past that if you're coming from Tacoma towards Seattle. Anyway.
Okay.
It's a
gorgeous.
beautiful
It's
waterfall.
It's this huge waterfall. It's amazing. And there is a resort spa hotel thing right there that has a restaurant. So like you can eat dinner there, really high end food, overlooks the falls. Highly recommend. And I got 10 megabit upload on my cell phone from there.
Oh,
so
wow.
like I could literally stream from the waterfall.
I went out to Rattlesnake Ridge a few weeks ago, which was freaking awesome. I think that's what it was called. That was amazing. It's like being at the top of a waterfall. You're on top of a mountain, you can see everything all around you. And it was full of Microsoft employees because I guess so Microsoft has like they're like Fitbits, but they're not Fitbits, they're like Microsoft's version or whatever.
Yeah.
And
Soft
they
bits.
will pay
Flatbots.
100%. They'll pay 100% of your healthcare if you meet their goals. and one of the check boxes is going up the freaking Rattlesnake Ridge thing.
Oh.
And so on a weekend, that thing is just full of Microsoft employees trying to not pay for health insurance.
Right.
You know. So yeah, that's a good recommendation if you like the outdoors. What if they don't? What if they're not like the outdoorsy type? At
If you're
all?
not outdoorsy type, well, you can experience the outdoors from indoors by going to the Space Needle. It's very, yeah, I mean, it's like
It
a
is touristy, yeah.
it's a touristy thing, right? So if that's not your thing, whatever, but
Your first time here, you should like. It's just one of those
it's
things.
one of
you
those
should
things.
just
The
go.
Seattle, the Space Needle, there's a whole, okay, pro tip, if you have the money for it, there's a city pass thing that's more expensive, but it gives you access to like 4 or 5 different, like there's a museum and the Space Needle and like several attractions around. And so it's more expensive because it gives you a ticket to all of that, but it also gives you a ticket to a tour trolley
Yeah, one more.
that takes you all around the city and like has speakers like explaining historical spots or whatever. So when you buy the city pass, you get VIP line access to the Space Needle. So the line is normally like freaking hours long to get in the elevator to go up there. But if you have the city pass, they take you in a VIP line and get you right in.
Yeah.
So
There's a lot to do around here.
Pike Place Market.
That's another
Fantastic.
tourist kind of place.
Yeah, but like
The city pass will tell you all the like locations you can go to with the pass.
Yeah.
And you should just hit them all if you can. They're great.
Yeah. One more. We'll do one more here. We're trying to make this quick because we're kind of like out of it still. So,
Understatement.
yeah, thanks for all your podcast questions. Keep them coming, obviously, because we go through all of them. And even if I don't read it on here, I do read it. Sevidus is senpai. Oh,
Whoa, Waffle Senpai.
whoa. Yeah, because I'm sensei.
It's true.
All right. Hey, Nerd Fusion. I'm a 15-year-old, and you guys have inspired me to start streaming.
Yes.
But
Oh.
I suffer from social anxiety,
Oh, welcome to the
and
club.
I don't think I'm funny enough or have the personality to stream.
This is like my. Did I email
Yeah,
you?
that was me.
So I have 2 questions for you. Do you have any tips on how to be funnier or more social? And do you think it would be better to start creating content on YouTube or Twitch?
I was very shy, antisocial, and didn't think myself was very funny, but I was able to do it. The more you interact with people on a daily basis, the better you get at it. So
Practice makes perfect.
Yeah.
kind
I
of thing.
feel like Twitch is a very safe way to push your personal boundaries of social anxieties and things. You know,
as
because-
long as you don't take everything to heart that's said in chat and stuff like that.
yeah, because the point is, like, at any time you have the power to just turn it off and walk away.
Yep.
At any moment, if it pushes you past your level that you don't want to be at, you can just turn off that browser tab, shut off OBS, you're done. It's not like, so for people that are struggling with that sort of stuff, it's a great way to safely experiment because you have the control to get out as soon as you need to.
Yep.
I think it's better than YouTube because with YouTube there's the anxiety of, okay, I've done it. So you're
Right.
anxious
How
while you're
are they
doing
going to
it.
react to it now?
You're anxious
Yeah.
while you're doing it, you're anxious while you're editing it, you're anxious while you're uploading it, you're anxious afterwards, kind of forever because as new people start to watch it, you're anxious about what they're thinking.
The best thing is like once you're done, you're done.
With live streaming, yeah.
Yeah.
Once
Once
you're done,
you
you're
hit
done.
that stop button, you're done streaming. You're done.
So it's over.
Nothing. It's all. Everything's done.
Yeah,
great.
You've made your impressions, and you have another day where it's going to be a whole new set of people.
And you have bad days. You have good days. This is how it is. I love it. It's great.
So yeah, I would say start on Twitch. And as far as getting funnier and
That just takes time.
that's just
Yeah.
practice.
Also, you can learn like quirks and things that other popular streamers do, but do not just copy them. You need to become your own thing. And again, it takes time, and you can use what other people do and kind of like make it your own. You like make it slightly more unique and stuff, but just don't straight up copy people. It's not funny.
yeah, I mean everybody has, comedic inspirations. I think we all do.
Yeah.
Have different people that we look up to. It's like I know all of us. We are big fans of like stand-up comedy and all
Oh,
that kind of stuff.
absolutely.
And that obviously we have our inspirations from there.
And
Absolutely.
not every person is able to be super funny. So if you're not that kind of person, you can still be an entertaining person on Twitch. You don't have to be funny all the time.
Yeah, like
You
me.
can just be informative. You can just be well spoken.
Not like me.
Entertaining isn't always just being funny.
That's true.
Agreed. Cool. Well, that's going to do it for us today. If you have anything else you want to email,
Podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
Podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
Your turn.
Podcast at nerdfusion.tv.
So nice.
So yeah, please continue to listen to the podcast and get the RSS feed. Share it with your friends over at n3f.tv/podcast. Anything we need to plug today?
No, but hopefully, keep your fingers crossed. This
Maybe.
is the last audio podcast only.
Yeah,
Of course, we will still
hopefully.
have audio. Oh,
Audio.
ooh.
Yeah, don't
I
say
should,
that.
I should
Yeah.
mention this.
Right.
First off, if you're listening to this audio podcast right now, you are in the major majority. Most of our listeners
most
only
people-
digest the audio
And it's going to
podcast.
stay the same for them.
We will continue making this audio podcast for audio listeners. Video is just above and beyond. If you want to watch it, you can watch us record it live on Sundays.
Yeah.
But it's made for you guys listening audio.
So the plan is to continue to post this exactly the same, but we will be streaming it live on Twitch, so you can watch us record it live and posting the video on our YouTube channel. So that's the plan that we're working toward, and hopefully this week if all the furniture comes in and stuff. So
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks for listening. We'll see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.